Hello children, welcome to today's session, session number 20, and we are in the chapter 2, polynomials and factorization. In the previous sessions, we have discussed what is a polynomial, definition, degree of polynomial, and in the last session, we have discussed classification of polynomials basing on 2 points, basing on degree and basing on the terms. Basing on degree, constant zero polynomial, constant polynomial, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, and nth term polynomial. And basing on terms, monomial, binomial, trinomial, etc. Now, in today's session, we are going to a very important topic of this chapter, finding the value of the polynomials and zero of the polynomial. So, they are the two topics today we'll try to discuss, and we'll go for some problems also. Let us try to do. So before going to this, what is the basics required to find out this? I'm not directly going into the subject. So you need some basics. It seems to be funny, but the total basics are required. So what that is, x square is given, means x into x, remember that, don't write x into 2. X cube means x into x into x. 4 square means what do you mean by understand? 4 square means don't write 4 into 2, it is 4 into 4. 2 cube, maximum of the students will write 6. 2 3s are 6, but that's not correct. 2 into 2 into 2. So that means first the basic point is, whenever any power is given, that means that number must be multiplied that times. 4 square, 4 into 4. 4 power 5 is given, suppose. Don't write 20. What is the answer? 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. This is the first point you have to remember. Next, minus into minus, it is plus. Minus into plus, it is minus. Plus into minus, this is also minus. And plus into plus, that is plus. These are the next form, basic things you have to understand. And most of the, one more main point is that, coming to the simplification part, where the students will do maximum of the mistakes. Simplification part is, remember, I'll tell the statement. So when both minus are there, add and place minus symbol. When both minus are there, add and place minus symbol. When both plus are there, same, add and place plus symbol. And one plus, one minus are there, what you have to do is subtract the smaller number, subtract the smaller one from bigger one, subtract the smaller from bigger, and place the symbol of bigger number. Place the symbol of bigger number, bigger one or bigger number. So, example, I'll show this one example. Suppose in the last step you got minus 4 minus 6. So what is that? Both minus are there. What you have to do? Add and place minus symbol. So the answer is minus 10. Minus 6 plus 2 is there we got. What you will do? Minus 2 plus minus 6 plus 2. 1 plus 1 minus is there. What you have to do? Subtract the smaller number from bigger number. Smaller number is 2. Bigger number is 6. So 6 minus 2, it is 4. And place the symbol of bigger number, minus 4. 2 minus 8 is get. In the last step, if you get 2 minus 8. So If it is nothing is there, we can take it as plus symbol. So plus 2 minus 8. So this will be the minus 6. So that means before going to find out this, these are the three basic points you have to remember. The first point is whenever a power is given, that number must be multiplied with that powers. And second thing is multiplication. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus, plus into plus plus. Multiplication, simplification one. In the last two or last step or one before that step, you will get some values like this. In this stage, we have to remember this. If both minus are there, add and keep minus symbol. If both plus are there, add and keep plus symbol. If one plus and one minus is there, subtract the smaller number from the bigger number and keep the symbol of bigger number. Right? So this is the basic points you have to recall or you have to remember when you are going to find these values. Okay? Now we'll go for the first one. What is the first one? Finding the values of a given polynomial. So here what they will give is, they will give a polynomial that will be in one variable, and we have to find the value of that polynomial at particular values. For example, let us look at this question. Finding the zero of the polynomial. I'll continue in the next step. The first one is, if a polynomial p of x is 4x square minus 3x plus 7, find the value of that. Find the value when at x is equals to 1. This is the question given. So he given a polynomial. What is the polynomial? 4x square minus 3x plus 7. So we will represent the polynomial as function of x or p of x. P is a polynomial. F of x we will call it as. What is this? X is the variable in this one. Suppose if it is 4y square minus 3y plus 7, then we have to take p of y. So this variable is written here. It's not a matter, we have to think about this. Now the question is, we have to find the value at x is equals to 1. It's very simple. Given, what is given? P of x is equals to 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Now what we want? 1. So wherever the x is there, we have to write 1. P of 1. So what happens this one? 4 into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 7. So 4x square means 4 into x square. 3x means 3 into x. Now look at this. What is the value of 1 square? 1 square is nothing but 1 into 1. So answer is 1 only. So 4 into 1 minus 3 plus 7. 3 how I got? 3 into 1. Now 4 into 1 4 minus 3 plus 7. Now look at this. What is how to simplify it? 4 first we will take these two, plus 4 minus 3. What is the value? Plus 4 minus 3. Just now previously we have discussed. When 1 plus 1 minus is there, subtract the smaller number from bigger number and take the symbol of bigger number. So plus 4 minus 3 is plus 1 plus 7. So what is the value? It is plus 8. So therefore P of 1 is equals to plus 8. This is the answer. So this is the value of the given polynomial at x is equals to 1. Suppose he made you find the value of the polynomial at x is equals to 2. Then what happens? Look at this. The same process we have to do, but a small change. The same question, x is equals to 2. Then what happens? Same, we have to write p of 2. Okay, now what happens? 4 into 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 7. Next, same 4 into, now it is 2 square. So what is 2 square means? 2 square means 2 into 2. How much it was? 4. So 4 into 4 minus 3 2s are 6 plus 7. 4 4s are 16 minus 6 plus 7. If nothing is similar, I can take it as plus. So plus 16 minus 6. So it is plus 10 plus 7. So answer is plus 17. So therefore P of 2 is equals to plus 17. So like this we have to check. One more question, same question. Suppose find the value of the given polynomial at x is equals to minus 2. So when the minus 2 or minus values is given, so let us see how to do. X is equals to minus 2. Then what is the first step? Same method. Instead of x, I had to write minus 2. So 4 into minus 2 whole square minus 3 into minus 2 plus 7. Now carefully we have to do 4 into, now what is this? Minus 2 whole square. Means what do you mean by now? Minus 2 into minus 2. So we have to multiply the symbols also. So 2 2s are 4. Then minus of minus plus. So that means 4 into plus 4. Now look at this. Here is the step. 3 into 2, 6. Minus into minus plus. So the answer is plus 6. Don't write minus 6. All the students what they will do, 3 2s are 6 they will write. But whenever you got a bracket like this, it's nothing but multiplication. Next, plus 7. What is the next step? So here, now here the symbol is, if symbol is not given, plus. So first 4 4s are 16 and plus into plus plus. And don't do 4 plus 4. This is wrong. Because 4x square means we have to multiply the value of x square with 4. Plus 6 plus 7. That's all. 16 plus 6, 22. 22 plus 7, 29. So the answer is plus 29. So therefore it is P of minus 2 is equals to plus 29. This is the way to do. Okay. I'll go for the one more sum in your exercise in the textbook given. Find the values of the given polynomial. He will give given some polynomials and the values are also given. We have to find that values. Second question. Q of y is equals to 2y cube minus 4y plus root 11 at y is equals to 1. This is the question given. So Q of y is equals to 2y cube minus 4y plus root 11 at y is equals to 1. So how to do this sum? When I am rubbing the board was moving that side. That's why I just. Now the same value Q of y is equals to. So first, what we have to do? Q of 1 we have to do. That is 2 into 1 cube minus 4 into 1 plus root 11. So 2 into 1 cube. 1 cube means what? 1 cube means 1 into 1 into 1. How much it was? 1. Don't write 3. So 2 into 1 minus 4 into 1, 4 plus root 11. So what is 2 into 1? 2 minus 4 plus root 11. Now look at this, if nothing is there, plus 1 minus symbol is there, we have to do subtraction. So subtract the smaller number from bigger number and keep the symbol of bigger number. Bigger number is 4. So 4 minus 2, it is minus 2 plus root 11. This is the value to find out. Okay. So like this we have to do the sums. Question number 3, it was a tricky question. Given r of t is equals to 4t power 4 plus 3t cube minus t square plus 6 at t is equals to p is given. So how to find? Very simple. Instead of t, write p. So therefore r of p is equals to what happens, 4p power 4 plus 3p cube minus p square plus 6. That's all. So if we given any value, we have substitute and calculate. If we given any variable, just will replace that with the given variable. Okay. So this is the first topic in the today's session. What is the first topic? Finding the values of a polynomial. So like this, we have to proceed when a polynomial value is given. Now the next topic is find the zero of the polynomial. So what is the zero of polynomial? So maximum of the students will take nothing that we have to substitute 0, that is the zero of polynomial, but that is not correct. So we have one definition. We have to write that zero of polynomial. So what is the definition? It's given. We can say that zero of a polynomial px is the value of so 0 of a polynomial px. P is a polynomial at x is at a variable x is the value of x is the value of x for which p of x is equals to 0. That is the zero of polynomial. Means what we have to understand is that they will give one polynomial in the variable of x or y or etc. We have to substitute some values 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, whatever it may. If the final value is 0, that means in the previous sum we got some values 10, minus 10, 14 like that. If the final answer is 0, then that value is called as the zero of the polynomial. Okay, that means you will give a polynomial, we have to substitute some values and we have to calculate it, simplify. If the final answer is the 0, that value is called as the zero of the polynomial. Okay, now let us go for a simple example which is given in your textbook. Example number 1, I hope, page number 34. I am following the previous textbooks, so just you follow the question only. So here first, p of x is equals to x plus 2. Find p of 1, p of 2, p of minus 1, p of minus 2. So these are the question given. If you solve this, then you may get an idea what is zero of the polynomial. So it's very simple. Given first p of x is equals to x plus 2. First p of 1, what happens? Whenever x is there, we have to write 1. So it is 1 plus 2. How much it was? 3. Next, we'll find P of 2. What is P of 2? 2 plus 2. How much? 4. Why 2 plus 2? X plus 2. Next, look at this. P of minus 1. What is minus 1? P of minus 1, minus 1 plus 2. You know what is the answer? It is plus 1. And lastly, P of minus 2 is equals to minus 2 plus 2. What is the value? 0. Yes. So therefore, since we got 0, so 0 of the polynomial is P of minus 2. This is the answer. That means for the given polynomial, if I place P of minus 2, then I got the remainder 0. That is called as zero polynomial. Not 1, 2, P of 1, P of 2, P of minus 1 is not zero polynomial. What is the zero polynomial? We got answer as 0. Okay. So like this we have to do, and already it was given. Try this. I'll explain these sums and I'll stop it. Then I can go for the next session. In the next session I'll continue that. So try this. Some question is given. Very good question. I suggest the students, if you want to thorough with the subject questions, don't restrict yourself to the exercise questions only. You must practice that, try this, do this, think and discuss. All these sums you have to follow. Now the question is, find the zeros of the following polynomials. Find the zeros of the following polynomials. So the first one is 2x minus 3. Second one is x square minus 5x plus 6. And third one is x plus 5. Okay, these are the questions. Let us think this one. So I am doing the first one, 2x minus 3. The first polynomial is 2x minus 3. So let P of x is equals to 2x minus 3. Okay, now first what we have to find out is P of 1, we have to find it out. P of 1. What is P of 1? How much I will get? 2 into 1 minus 3. How much I will get? 2 minus 3. What is the value? Minus 1. So it is not zeroth polynomial. Next, P of 2. I will take P of 2. Then 2 into 2 minus 3. What is 2 2s are? 4 minus 3. How much it was? Plus 1. So this is also not a zeroth polynomial. Next I will go for P of minus 1. I will go. P of minus 1. What is P of minus 1? 2 into minus 1 minus 3. What is 2 into minus 1? Minus 2 minus 3. How much it was? Minus 5. This is also not a zeroth polynomial. Then next I will go for one more. P of minus 2. Then what is that? 2 into minus 2 minus 3. 2 into minus 2 is minus 4 and minus 3 it is minus 7. So this is also not a zeroth polynomial. Then if in these cases, if you prolong it, P of 3, what you will get? 2 3s are 6 minus 3, you will get 3. P of 4, 2 4s are 8 minus 3, 5 you will get like this. And if you go for the next one, it will go minus 5, minus 7, minus 9 and go somewhere. So there is no chance of getting 0. So in this case, we have to go for a logical that we have to get, suppose 2x minus 3, to cancel this must be plus 3. Then only it will cancel. If this want to be plus 3, what I will do is I will multiply with 3 by 2. So now I'll find out P of 3 by 2. What happens? So what is 2x? 2x means 2 into x. 2 into 3 by 2 minus 3. What is 2 into 3 by 2? 2 may cancel. You will get 3 minus 3, that is 0. So therefore 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial is how much? P of 3 by 2. First you try in this way. By this you can get an idea. We may get 0 or not. Then we can go for that. Maximum in this case only you will get it. In case if you are unable to get, you have to follow this method. Right? Next, the second question. Second question is a simple one. We can do it. So how I do it? We just check it. Second question. X square minus 5x plus 6. So let P of x is equals to x square minus 5x plus 6. First I will find out P of 1. What is P of 1? Means I have to substitute 1 in place of x. So what is 1 square? 1 square means, already I mentioned, 1 square means 1 into 1. Don't write 2. It is 1. 1 minus 5 plus 6. So 1 plus 1 minus 5. When plus 1 minus symbol is there, we have to subtract the smaller number from bigger number and place the symbol of bigger number. So this is minus 4 plus 6, it is plus 2. So it is not a 0. Next, I will go for P of 2. P of 2 means whenever x is there, I will place 2. Now what will get? 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. What is 2 square? 4 minus 10 plus 6. Minus 10 means 5 2s are 10. Then next, minus 4 plus 10. If nothing is there, plus symbol. 1 plus 1 minus is there, we have to subtract the smaller number from bigger number. So 10 minus 4 is minus 6 plus 6. What is minus 6 plus 6? Both will cancel, answer is 0. So therefore 0 of given polynomial. 0 of the given polynomial is how much? P of 2. P of 2, that's all. Okay. Next, third question. So by observing these two questions, we can guess the 0 of the polynomial for the third question. So what is that question? Third question is x plus 5. Okay. So let P of x is equals to x plus 5. Can you guess the 0 of polynomial? Instead of doing P of 1, P of 2, P of 3 and so on, that's waste. Simply I can write P of minus 5. Directly I can write. If I write P of 1, what happens? 1 plus 5, 6. If I write P of 2, 2 plus 5, 7. Okay, if I write P of minus 1, minus 1 plus 5, you get plus 4. Minus 2 plus 5 plus 3. Plus 3. So if I write directly P of minus 5, then what happens? Minus 5 plus 5. So answer is 0. So therefore 0 of the polynomial, 0 of the given polynomial is P of minus 5. So that's all. That is the today's concept. So today's assignment is whatever I explained. I explained how to find the zeros of the polynomial, and I have explained some examples. Then after that I have given the definition of 0 of the polynomial. Then some questions. So whatever I told today, that is your home assignment. Hope you understand. In the next session we'll go for some exercise sums it was given. And the exercise 2.2, we can go for that, right? So that's all for today's session, and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.